Hello, everybody. I'm Nicholeen Peck, President of Teaching Self-Government, as well as President of the Worldwide Organization for Women. And I am so happy to have an exclusive interview today with my friend Janice Crouse, who's the Executive Director for the World Congress of Families 9 that's going to be happening in Salt Lake City. We're here today at the Sutherland Institute and having a conversation about the World Congress. Tell me, Janice, what are some of the things that people need to know about the World Congress and its mission for families?
Well, number one, Nicholeen, this is the first time it has ever been in the United States. Started in 1995. And during all of that time, it went from Prague to Geneva, to Warsaw, to Mexico City, to Amsterdam, to Sydney, and now it's here in the United States. So I can't tell you how excited I am and how pleased I am. I've met many of your friends already, so I'm hoping that many of the friends that you have built over the years will hear us today and say, oh, I want to be there too.
I don't know how they could not want to be at an event like this. I am so excited. And for me, you know, I'm from Utah, so to have it be in Salt Lake City is just a shock for me. And that's why I just wanted to come talk to you about this. I know so many of my friends have expressed how excited they are that there is an event that is dedicated to strengthening the family and to helping people with their relationships, as well as, getting an understanding of globally what the discussion is like with the family and that kind of thing. So tell me, what kinds of things do you have in store for us?
Well, number one, this famous woman, Nicholeen Peck, is going to do a huge forum, and she's going to talk about how to parent. And I am really looking forward to that, Nicholeen, because as you know, you are just one of the very best. And I am so excited about that, and I'm so glad you could do that. That will be on Tuesday, the very first day. And one of the things that I think your listeners will be really pleased to hear is that we now have a day pass. So the people who can't be here for all 4 days.
Because it goes October 27th?
27, Tuesday the 27th through Friday the 30th.
Right, so that's a 4-day.
4 whole days. So if they can do that, that's fabulous. But if they can't, then look through the schedule, and all of it is spelled out completely on our website, www.wcf9.org.
So WCF, which stands for World Congress of Families, the number 9.
.org. And there they can see which days they want to attend, and it's just $30 a day.
Which is an incredible price.
Incredible
I speak
price.
at conferences all over the world, and I'm telling you, that is a phenomenal. For the people that you're bringing in,
we're bringing in almost 200 speakers. It's more than 175 speakers from all over the world. They are just outstanding people. I have been working on the schedule for 6 months, but I am just so excited as we get so close to it because it's becoming so real to me that they're going to get here very soon. The hotel is filling up. Our registrations are filling up. We also have a great deal for the whole week, $125 for the whole week.
That's fabulous, for 4 whole
and
days.
That includes all the entertainment, that includes the breaks and everything, all the sessions.
Oh, wow.
So that's
and entertainment, we've got people like who?
Piano guys.
Piano guys, my family loves the piano guys.
I have not heard them before.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
Well, I've seen them
amazing.
on YouTube, and they are absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
So, and they have asked us to be out of the main ballroom before 2 o'clock. So that means they are going to set up this fantastic staging and all the lighting and everything.
And with them, everything is top notch.
So
I'm sure it will be. I'm sure. And you're bringing in some wonderful speakers from all over the world. I saw Nick Vucic, right?
Oh, I love Nick.
Yeah.
This is the guy who was born without the arms and legs. And he can dive off a diving board, he can swim, he can bounce balls. It's phenomenal to see all the things he can do. But beyond that, the spirit of that man, what comes out of him, the inspiration of the personality, the charm, the dedication, and the faith, it's just so inspiring to hear him. And I love to hear him talk to young people. And speaking of young people, Nicholeen, we have a youth track for millennials. That's 18 to age 30.
My daughter's coming.
Oh, wonderful.
My daughter, she's 17, and she's coming. I know, sorry, she's 17, but she's coming, and she absolutely is thrilled to be there.
Well, it's going to be a really fabulous program, tailored specifically for them. They will get in on some of the highlights of the main program. So they will, gather and come in for the main program at certain points. But we also have some speakers who are just for them.
Oh, that's
and
great.
We have some special features for them, pizza parties,
because
things
you know
like
what?
that.
Really, what a family is, and the joy that comes from being part of a family and living as a mother and a father and raising children, I do believe in our current time that message has kind of been not really in the forefront for the young people. And so for them to have this opportunity to see that, sometimes I'll speak to young people. In fact, I speak to youth audiences all over the world. And I have felt compelled so many times to say to these young people, one of the most powerful things you could do is to get married, have children, and raise them good. Like that is one of the most powerful things you could do to change the world for good right now in our day, because we need people who get that and who get how important it is to raise a good family.
And if you have teenagers, if you have young 20-somethings, it's really important to impress on them the importance of a marriage. Because, Nicholeen, you have seen the stats just like I have. Marriage rates have plummeted for that group.
Yes.
They become very disillusioned with a divorce. So many of them think, oh, I have to live together with the guy or a girl before I know whether I want to marry her or not. And they have no clue that that's almost a recipe for divorce.
That's a whole new format that's actually been just pushed into our society.
It's not marriage.
No, it's not. It's a relationship format that has just been made up and put into our society, and somehow people are using it to replace marriage, but they're not all finding happiness. And this is the thing, that the children need to know the full story, don't they? And they need
really
to know.
do.
Oh, I'm so excited about that. And I love that you used the word inspiring for Nick, because I would definitely use that word inspiring, and that you talked about his soul, his heart. I think that's another thing that gets me so excited about this conference is I see people of different faiths. Like, I'm a different faith from you.
Right.
But I see people of different faiths coming together and having this one voice that says, the family is so important. And I just love that. And we're seeing religious leaders that will come from all over the world, right?
And we understand each other's problems. The kinds of things that parents here worry about, parents in Australia worry about, parents in New Zealand worry about, parents in all over the world worry about the same kinds of things. Because what I have said to my daughter who has children and my son who has children is it's so difficult now when they are just bombarded with all this stuff that you don't want them to see, not just from their friends at school, but on television and in the culture itself, in the music they listen to. And so I know many parents are saying, where am I going to go to get help?
And what's really happening? Like, sometimes they don't even fully see what's really happening.
Exactly.
And that's what I love about the speakers that are coming, is they're so knowledgeable, and they're able to say, have you seen this idea in the media? Have you seen this, and do you know how it's being received? And look at the statistics. And that's just so valuable, because I think there are a lot of parents who are scratching their heads that life is just so different just from the time they were a child to now when they're raising their children, that they feel like they're under attack.
They really do.
And I know that there are so many parents that think that. They come to me when I go to speak places and they say, Nicholeen, I feel like our family is under attack, and what can we do about it?
And it is. And parents need help. And the thing that I really like about this conference is that you have people who are knowledgeable, they're scholars, they are researchers, but they're also parents and they're also family people.
Yeah.
They understand the life issue, they understand the marriage issue, they understand all the family issues that we deal with, but at a practical level too. So you get this
they're
melding,
living it.
Right?
Yeah.
You get the melding of the scholarly research with the everyday life. And I think that's what parents really appreciate, because they're able then to absorb and apply. It's not just things that are just kind of pie in the sky,
Yeah.
and propositional kinds of truths,
Right.
which are tremendously important. You know, we agree with that, but it's also important to make it down where we live,
Yeah.
so that parents can grasp and understand and apply to their own particular situation. We have a lot of women speakers too. I'm really pleased about that. So often you go to congresses and conferences where it's so predominantly male. And I think the feminine perspective is important, understanding
for sure.
the importance of mothers. You know, we talk about the importance of dads so much now because there's so many fatherless homes.
Yeah.
And we'll deal with that because that's a
That will be talked
tremendous
about. Yeah.
issue.
Yeah.
But so often we forget about the role of mother.
And how powerful that can be.
How powerful it can be.
Yes.
And mothers need
And
the
I agree with
inspiration
that.
of understanding that.
That's why WOW was founded, the Worldwide Organization for Women. It was founded because we went, wait a minute, we are losing sight of how incredibly powerful that role of womanhood is.
I speak to professional women all the time, and I am a professional woman. But I did not become a professional woman until after my children started to school. I prepared myself during those years. And I think it's very important to say to professional women, your role as a mother, from my own personal experience, I know is the hardest thing I ever did. And given my temperament, which is very similar to yours.
We're driven, aren't we?
We are driven people, and a lot of women are. They need an outlet for all of that energy and all the things, the ideas that we have. My family calls me the queen of options because I've always got another idea, you know. They're just popping up all the time. But when you're a mother, is a wonderful time. And it is such a short period of time that it's so important to concentrate on that, to relish that time when you just have time for your children, when you just have time for yourself, and to enjoy the shaping of children's values.
Oh, yeah.
And I look and I think, I would not give anything for those years when my children were my major focus in life, and where I was the person shaping their lives, shaping their values, helping them to enter into the world with a solid foundation.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think
and that's what the home is for. That's what
moms
the
need
home's
that
for.
kind of inspiration to understand that what they're doing is not just the drudgery of the dishes every day.
And when they're so tired, you know, and even, you know, there's some moms that have to work and they you know, need to do that and take care of their kids too. They get pretty worn out, but for them to realize the importance of what they're doing and how valuable that is. I am so excited for this conference, Janice.
I am too.
It's going to be fantastic, and I'm so excited that we had this chance to talk so that I could show all of my friends that, you know, the importance of coming to the World Congress October 27th to the 30th. Come for the daily. If you want to come for one day, it's $30. If you want to come for the whole week, if you type in the discount code Sutherland, so SUTHERLAND,
and that's at the end of the process, so
end of
don't
the process,
get discouraged.
Then you can get the whole week for $125.
Exactly.
Oh, that's fantastic. Fantastic. So I hope you will all join us. Join me. I'm so honored to be asked to speak at this particular event, and just to partner with people like Janice and other world leaders, ecclesiastical leaders, and people who are just dedicated to strengthening the family as that fundamental unit of society. We'll see you in October.
And come introduce yourself to me.